They ignored you. Now prove them wrong. Why do some people succeed after failure and others stay stuck? What makes the mind stronger after rejection? Can pain turn into power if we never give up? Welcome to my channel. This is the story of Ryan, an 18-year-old boy who dreamed of becoming a motivational speaker. He lived in a small town where people believed big dreams were not real. Ryan had a soft voice and low confidence. He wanted to speak in front of thousands one day, but everyone laughed at his dream. His friends told him to choose a normal life. One day, he entered a speaking competition. He practiced for weeks in front of a mirror. He recorded his voice again and again. His hands would shake while speaking, but he still tried. On the competition day, he stepped on stage. His heart was beating fast. His mind went blank. He forgot everything. People started whispering and laughing. He felt broken inside. After returning home, he sat alone in his room. He questioned himself deeply. He thought maybe he was not good enough. But inside his pain, a small voice said, "Do not quit." That night, he could not sleep. He kept thinking about failure and success. A new thought entered his mind that maybe failure is not the end, but a new beginning waiting to be discovered. From that moment, something inside him started changing slowly. He decided that one failure would not define his whole life, and he promised himself to try again no matter how many times he fell. His journey toward confidence had officially begun even in silence and deep emotional struggle inside him. Chapter 2. Rayan could not forget that night. The failure on stage kept repeating in his mind like a loud echo. The next morning, he avoided people and stayed quiet. He felt embarrassed and broken. While walking near the library, he met an old man named Mr. Farouk. He was a retired public speaker with calm eyes. He asked Rayan why he looked so lost. Rayan first hesitated, but then told him everything about the competition and his fear. Mr. Farouk listened without interrupting. After listening, he said that failure is not the end, but raw material for success. Rayan did not fully understand, but felt something inside him moving. Mr. Farouk offered to train him. He told Rayan to speak 1 minute every day without stopping. At first, Rayan struggled a lot. His voice shook and his words broke. Sometimes he even stopped halfway, but Mr. Farouk never allowed him to quit. He said mistakes are part of learning. Slowly, Rayan started improving a little. He recorded himself daily and listened again and again. He began to notice small changes in his confidence. His fear was still there, but not as strong as before. One day, Mr. Farouk gave him a challenge to speak for 5 minutes in front of him. Rayan was nervous, but he tried. That moment became the start of a new journey that would test his patience and courage even more than before. Rayan realized improvement was not fast, but slow and steady, like building a strong foundation. He promised himself to continue every single day, no matter how difficult it becomes, because he had a guide who believed in him more than he believed in himself. Chapter 3. Rayan started practicing every single day under Mr. Farouk's guidance. At first, it felt impossible. His voice still trembled and his confidence broke many times. But he did not stop. He remembered how he felt on stage when people laughed at him. That memory pushed him forward. Mr. Farouk gave him new exercises like speaking in front of a mirror, recording his voice, and reading stories out loud. Rayan followed every instruction with discipline. Slowly, his fear began to lose strength. One day, his family noticed small changes in him. He was speaking more clearly and with less hesitation. His father still doubted him, but his mother quietly supported him by listening to his practice every night. This support gave him emotional strength. However, not everything was easy. Some days Rand felt like he was going backward. His words would mix and his mind would freeze again. On those days, he wanted to quit everything. But Mr. Farouk always reminded him that progress is never a straight line. It goes up and down. Rayan slowly started believing this truth. He began to watch motivational speakers online and study their confidence. He noticed how they controlled their breathing and voice. He tried copying them in his own style. After weeks of effort, he managed to speak continuously for 10 minutes without stopping. That moment gave him a new level of belief that he was finally moving in the right direction. This small achievement made him realize that consistent effort was slowly rebuilding his confidence from inside, and he promised to push himself even harder for the upcoming challenges that Mr. Farouk would bring next in his journey without giving up ever. Chapter 4. Mr. Farouk decided it was time to test Rayan in a real situation. He told him about a bigger speaking competition in the city. Many experienced speakers would attend. Rayan felt fear immediately. His hands started shaking just hearing about it. He said he was not ready. But Mr. Farouk told him that readiness comes after action, not before it. After many days of thinking, Rayan finally agreed. He started preparing like never before. He wrote his speech again and again until it felt perfect. He practiced in empty rooms, streets, and even while walking alone. His confidence was growing, but fear was still present inside him. The competition day finally arrived. The hall was huge and full of people. Bright lights and confident speakers made him feel small again. When his name was called, he walked slowly toward the stage. His heart was beating so fast he could hear it. For a moment, everything went blank. Then he remembered his journey with Mr. Farouk. He took a deep breath and started speaking. His voice was not perfect, but it was real and emotional. He spoke about failure, fear, and growth. The audience started listening deeply. Some even nodded in silence. When he finished, there was a moment of silence, and then loud applause filled the hall. That moment changed everything inside him. Even though he did not win the first prize, he won something greater, the belief in himself. After the event, many people came to talk to him and appreciated his courage. Mr. Farouk smiled and said, "This is only the beginning of your real journey. Keep going forward no matter what happens next in life. Always remember." Chapter 5. After the competition, Rayan's life slowly started changing. People who once ignored him began noticing him. Some students from his town came to meet him and asked how he overcame fear. Rayan felt emotional because he never expected such respect. He still remembered the days when people laughed at him. Now those same people were listening to him. Mr. Farouk told him that true success is when your past pain becomes someone else's motivation. Rayan continued practicing daily. He started speaking in small schools and local events. Every stage made him stronger. But inside, he still had moments of doubt. Sometimes he felt nervous before speaking, but now he knew how to control it. His confidence was no longer fake, it was built through experience. One day he was invited to speak at a youth seminar in a big hall. This was his biggest opportunity so far. Standing behind the curtain, he felt nervous again. But this time, he was not afraid of failure. He was afraid of not trying his best. When he stepped on stage, he spoke with full energy and honesty. The audience connected deeply with his words. After the speech, a young boy came to him and said that Rayan inspired him to never give up on his dreams. That moment touched his heart deeply and made him realize the real purpose of his journey. This made Rayan understand that his journey was not just about becoming a speaker, but about changing lives through his story. He thanked Mr. Farouk in his heart for guiding him when everyone else had given up on him and believed in his weakness instead of his potential. Forever grateful, always. Chapter 6. Now think back to the questions we asked at the beginning. Why do some people succeed after failure? The answer is because they refuse to quit. What makes the mind stronger after rejection? The answer is repeated effort and learning from pain. Can pain turn into power? Yes, when you use it as fuel instead of fear. Rayan's journey proves all these truths. He started as a weak and fearful boy who could not speak in front of people. He was ignored, laughed at, and broken by failure. But instead of stopping, he chose to continue. He built himself step by step with practice, discipline, and patience. Every failure became a lesson. Every insult became motivation. Every fear became strength. Today, Rayan is not just a speaker, but an inspiration for many young people who feel lost. His story shows that success is not magic. It is a process of daily effort and courage. If you are watching or reading this, remember that your situation is not permanent. Your current failure is not your identity. You can change your life starting today with one small step. Believe in yourself even when no one else does. Work hard when no one is watching, and never give up even when everything feels impossible. Because one day your story will inspire others just like Rayan's story inspires today. Your journey is still writing itself, so make it powerful. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing forward because greatness always comes after struggle, not before it. One day you will look back and thank your difficult days for making you stronger than you ever imagined possible in your entire life journey. Stay consistent, always,